The moment you start realizing your gadget is running slow, let's say your laptop or your smartphone, if you're a little bit tech savvy, the first thing that comes to mind is that, let's say maybe a virus or a malware is affecting that device. Yes, you're right. And the next thing that will come to mind is to scan that device with an antivirus. You're also right. But don't tell me you're still relying on that antivirus you downloaded, let's say 2 years or 3 years ago, to scan that device. That's a big security mistake, because currently that antivirus is totally useless. When I mean useless, because over the years hackers have evolved and they've built more sophisticated threats that even go under the radar even without being detected. Like I always say, if you think you are safe, you need to think again. Then in this video we'll be answering the question, is antivirus still worth using in this modern era? Before we go into the video, once again, welcome to CyberProductive, your go-to channel for staying secure, safe and productive in this digital world, where we will help you break down cybersecurity and productivity tips in a way everybody can understand, because your time, your data and peace of mind matters. So if you're new to the channel, do well to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell icon for more powerful tips and tricks and hacks from this channel. That being said, and while you do that, let's go into the video. First, let's talk about what an antivirus is. Basically, an antivirus is a software that is built to scan, detect and eliminate any form of virus or malware from your device, that's your laptop or your smartphone or any device, in real time. That is totally eliminating them in real time. Actually, antivirus software used to be enough to scan for threats, detect threats and eliminate threats in real time, although that was in the early 2000s. But today, threats have mutated and they are more sophisticated, like superbugs. Actually, most traditional antivirus were built to catch common threats or known threats. But like today, most threats are very sophisticated, like I said, that they can go under the radar without being detected. Like you can scan your device 100 times without detecting any of these kind of threats, and they'll still be in your device, let's say in your laptop or your smartphone, making them hang, making them freeze, making them slow down and all that. An example of some of these kind of threats are: 1, zero-day attack. And this is a kind of attack that evades your network, it evades your smartphone or your laptop, even before developers find out or identify them. So you can imagine what it means. Number 2 is fileless malware. These are malware that also evade your device without you even knowing. Most times they enter through the back door, and even in as much as how much you scan your device, you will never detect these threats. Number 3 threat is phishing disguised as free app. So most times when you go to your Play Store or your Apple Store, there are some apps you download and you don't know they are just fishy apps. They are not real apps. So those are just threats disguised as real apps. Like I said before, over the years viruses evolved. But the question now is, did your protection also evolve? But then let's talk about what antivirus still does well. And to be fair, antivirus is not totally obsolete or completely obsolete. Why? Because they still protect against known threats, especially for basic users. And some use cases include scanning for malwares on external drive, blocking known malicious websites, or quarantining files, or that is infected files. If you take a look at all these use cases, you will notice the catch. The catch is like locking your door, meanwhile the thief is already inside your home Wi-Fi. Yes, because all these use cases includes you quarantining or scanning. That means the harm has already been done. You are just trying to apply measures to kind of reduce them, because your file has been infected already, your gadget is already running slow. So using an antivirus to scan is like reducing the damage that has been caused already. Which simply means the effect of an antivirus is more like an aftermath effect. But what if you can prevent it from even happening at all? That means you have to implement some other security measures that will prevent even the chances of it happening at all, even from the onset. Then this simply brings to mind that antivirus is just one piece of the puzzle. Then the question now is, what are other things that you can implement to make yourself or to keep yourself more safe and secured, so as to even avoid the incident from the beginning? And here are some other security measures that you can implement. Number 1 is using a VPN for safe browsing. Actually, a VPN helps you encrypt your information so that nobody can see whatever you are doing on the internet. That is, it encrypts your information. So once your communication is encrypted using a VPN, nobody or hacker can inject a malware or virus into your network so as to affect your device or affect your entire network. So with that way, you are secured to a very good extent. The next thing you need to do is to use a firewall to control both inbound and outbound traffic. That is, A firewall will help you prevent certain kind of information from coming into your network, certain kind of traffic from coming into your network. That's exactly what it does. So some traffic might contain virus or malware. So a firewall will help you prevent some of those kind of traffic from entering into your network and finally entering into your device, then to now make your device or network slow or start freezing. And that thing you need to do is to use a password manager for safe login. A password manager helps you create a very reliable password and a unique login. And I made an extensive video on a password manager, so if you've not seen that video, after this video you can check that video out to get more knowledge or understand what a password manager does more. And that thing you need to do is to use a 2FA. What is 2FA? Two-factor authentication. That is adding an extra layer of security to your account or to your device. In one of my previous videos, I talked about 2FA extensively, so if you've not seen that video as well, you can go ahead and check out that video after this one. So 2FA helps you secure your account and device, so nobody can come behind your back and inject a malware or a virus into your system or your network or your device, as the case may be. And that thing you must do is to implement the use of real-time threat detection tools. And some of these threat detection tools might be, let's say, a browser extension that you might install on your smartphone or your laptop to help you detect threats in real time. Aside from everything we've been saying, some people still need antivirus, so don't uninstall it so fast. Actually, these are some use cases and some important places or means or scenarios where you need an antivirus. So number one is people using shared computers in public places. When you're using a shared computer, you share files, you share other documents and all that. So you use an antivirus to scan each of those files or each of those documents before you run them or before you use them. So that's a very good way or the very good scenario where you use an antivirus, which is very important. Number two is for elderly people. When I talk about elderly people, let's say your grandparents, your grandma, or your parents that are not that tech savvy or they don't do heavy things on the internet. So with that, they are not downloading much files, they are not doing downloads or let me say heavy downloads, or they are not installing files or softwares like that from the internet. And they don't do much of using USB flash to install and what have you, stuff like that. And number three scenario is users on older operating systems. Because these older operating systems are less complex and less prone to malware and viruses. So that's why it's very important. That's why you can easily scan them with antivirus and get the job done. So in this case, all you need to do is to know your need, then you choose your tools. That is, you should know exactly what you want to do on the internet space or with your device or with your gadget. Then you can choose your tools. So for instance, if you're not doing much like installation and downloading of files and using of USB flash to install and do all that, then a basic antivirus can easily do that for you and keep you safe. But if reverse is the case, then you use an antivirus and implement other level of security to keep you safe. And here's my final verdict. Antivirus is just a basic hygiene, but real cybersecurity goes beyond basics. Yes, and here are my few recommendations. Let me reiterate them. Number one is to use an antivirus, but make sure to keep the antivirus up to date. I repeat, keep the antivirus up to date. And that thing you need to do is to add a firewall plus a VPN. Then also add strong and unique password. That means you have to use a password manager. And the last thing is to stay educated. That's why you need to subscribe to CyberProductive to be on top of your game when it comes to online security and online safety and other productivity tricks and hacks. So don't just be protected, be proactive. And implementing everything you've learned in this video will save you tons and tons of hours, which would have led to wasted hours of less productivity, if not zero productivity. So if this video helped you rethink your safety, that is your digital safety, do well to like and share to that person that still thinks Norton 2012 is safe enough to use. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Once again, this is CyberProductive, so stay safe, stay smart, and stay cyberproductive. And I'll see you in the next one.